We begin with breaking news tonight. Right now, you are looking at some of that heavy rain that blanketed most of our region tonight. These stormy conditions brought with it a series of high winds, intense rainfall, lightning, thunder, and hail. Right now, we're going to be taking a live look at some of the damage that storm caused from earlier tonight. You can see that storm has knocked down a couple of trees. This is actually at the scene of a tree blocking 4th Street right now in front of the Spokane Club. At the moment, crews are working to clear that area. You can see that tree currently down on the ground right there. You can also see some of those traffic cones. If you are in the area, just be sure to be safe driving outside, especially as those roads are still wet at this time. They can still be very slick with these kinds of conditions, and just be aware of those conditions outside. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11. I'm Cody Proctor. By the way, here's also another look at tonight's storm. A viewer shared this video of that lightning cracking the sky near Airway Heights. Thunder also booming overhead. That storm knocked down a big pine tree on East 5th Street. A viewer says the property owner says they actually lost another tree during the last major storm. 2 cars were crushed, but everyone is safe, according to the viewer that sent this in to us. A viewer in Airway Heights also sent in this photo of the hail that was covering their deck and barbecue during today's storm. You can see it just absolutely covering that deck right there. And by the way, we're going to be showing you this next video, a wild video that viewers shared with us. They believe they saw a funnel cloud forming near a Vista Stadium this evening. And here's a video showing another view of the cloud as well. So let's turn over now to meteorologist Michelle Boss as she joins us tonight in the Weather Center. And Michelle, what an evening it has been weather-wise. And some of that video that we have seen left a lot of people concerned tonight. What can you tell us?
Things have certainly quieted down, so you're not going to have to worry about any tornadoes moving through overnight. But it does appear that the video of the cloud that we saw near Vista Stadium was a brief, weak tornado that moved through. Talked to the folks at the National Weather Service in Spokane, and they do have evidence that there was some debris from that tornado that briefly touched down. Other damage across the area likely due just to some brief, strong straight line winds from some of these thunderstorms that also brought, of course, plenty of lightning and some small hail to boot. But as we take a look at satellite and radar right now, we're not seeing the vast amounts of lightning that we saw earlier this evening. In fact, as we zoom into the Spokane area, we do still have one relatively heavier downpour that's now going to be pushing into the Raptor area. But even though you see the yellows and the oranges there indicating some of the heavier rains, we're not seeing the lightning that we saw earlier this evening. So these storms are certainly less intense. Still getting some pretty steady rains in the Moscow-Pullman area and down towards Lewiston. So it is going to be a wet night for those folks. Take a look at some of these impressive rainfall totals at the Spokane Airport, just under 0.2 of an inch. But in Pullman, where it's still raining, they've already picked up over 0.6 of an inch. Moses Lake only got 300ths today, but it was a lot rainier yesterday. Sandpoint more than 1/2 inch, and Coeur d'Alene more than 1/2 inch. And again, looking for more rain for tonight and tomorrow. Taking a look at this weekend as a whole, though, it does look like it is going to be rather unsettled tomorrow, especially breezy with rain showers, a high of 54. And I do think there's still a possibility we will see a few sprinkles on Sunday afternoon, Mother's Day as well. And it's going to be chilly, highs only in the lower 50s.